30th and up to like 90th, or if it's 50th up until like 80th. To be honest, I don't know the parameters of the park. I think it changes names as it goes down the Hudson. And this park goes all the way up past 125th Street, and it goes all the way down to the tip of Manhattan. Can you see why I came out today? Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna lean back and I'm gonna let you see these beautiful skyscrapers and how they reflect everything off of them. And hopefully I will always remember to go slowly so there's not so much bounce and there's really more beauty for you to take in. Yeah, so that Monday, I entered into my, like, I'd say, I don't know, 11 or 12 feet by maybe 6.5 feet. And I had a closet that was about a foot deep by 2 feet wide. And I had a little dresser and I had a little sink in there, no refrigerator. And there was a kitchen that was on one of the floors, a communal kitchen. But the beauty of this place was that there were 2 meals prepared per day. There was the breakfast and there was the dinner. And I think there was the option to attach a lunch if you wanted to and have that as a takeout option. But you could sit in the dining hall in the morning, and then you could sit in the evening for your dinner. And it was really great because when you first get to the city, you know, the last thing that you're thinking about is cooking because you're exploring and it's just really like one big adventure after another. And so I was really grateful that I had this morning meal and, you know, evening meal. And the funny thing, if anybody has lived in New York or, you know, is watching this and has known my journey, at that moment, it was like $565, 2 meals included per month. And there was a security and you were not allowed to have any guests. And there was a janitorial person that cleaned the hall bathroom. And then there was also a kitchen for use. I have to say that the most difficult part was that I couldn't have like orange juice in a little refrigerator in my room. So I actually put the orange juice on the ledge, the windows ledge. Oh my gosh. This is really phenomenal. I'm really glad that I came out today. Hopefully these videos will be clear as to why it's hard to even consider, you know, leaving such a amazing architectural feat that people have done. All these different architects and all these different people and people from all over the world coming together to create, you know, some call it Babylon, but in my opinion, it's a city of dreams for so many people. And I'm not really talking about that people come here to be an artist. I'm talking about people come here for whatever they hope to become, whatever that means. But people come here to be the best. You know, I think about like housekeepers when they work for the stars. I mean, there's competition for that, to become the best housekeeper, for the best, you know, for the star that you adore. You could do that, or becoming a personal assistant for someone that you admire. Or if you've always wanted to be an office manager, there's a lot of high stress in New York. And I don't know what's happening now on Zoom. Who knows? Maybe there's less stress because everybody's in their pajamas, and maybe there's like less like office dynamics because you're really like on a Zoom call. Anyway, everybody comes here because they've got a dream, just as I did. And I acted, I danced, I sang, I wrote a book. And currently, and that's an interesting topic, whenever we're in like a state of limbo, we've got a whole bunch of choices, right? And my current state of limbo had me happen upon somebody on YouTube who was doing what I'm doing today. The difference with them is that they do it live because they have like an unlimited plan, and this person is a big pro. Now, currently I'm not even mentioning who that person is because I want to ask them personally if they're okay with me promoting them. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but this person is really famous within the live streaming world. And I just want to like make sure that he's totally okay, that I tell everybody about him. But he inspired me because with a camera and a phone and some battery packs and, you know, a few gadgets, he got out of his house. He started exploring. And when I happened upon this video, I said, wow, you know, this cabin fever that I'm feeling and what I know a lot of people are feeling, and just, you know, trying to make so many difficult decisions, I said, yeah, let's get that camera and let's get out of the house. And there have been, this past year, a couple of very generous people in my life, and I'm not going to mention anyone's name particularly because I'd like to keep their privacy, but I will say is that that generosity provided me the opportunity to get this camera. So I just want to say that, like, right now, everyone is probably thinking about their finances and looking at their finances. And I just want to say that I gave it a lot of thought before I bought this camera. And if you know me, I've always had a camera in my hand. A phone camera, a regular camera, a waterproof camera, a talking camera, a disc camera. I think that would actually be a really cool video to do, where I just kind of take you on a journey of my however many cameras I still have, and tell you like what attracted me to that camera. I did mention it in one video, but I think it's worth exploring because I think if you're a photographer, like a real one out there, or if you're a passionate amateur like myself, I think you know what I'm gonna say, or you're gonna understand what I'm gonna say. I'm very affectionate to my cameras. They're kind of like an extension either of my eyes or of my hand. And my last camera that now has problems beyond fixing lasted for 12 years. And, you know, technology has moved on since then. But anyway, I'm just saying, if you're a big like photography person out there, you'll understand what I'm saying, that you really do become like part, you and the camera sort of become one and the same. So sometimes you'll see I kind of lean down. I just want to make sure you guys have a great view. I was thinking about getting a level. I know when you're like building stuff and you have a level, you can actually you can see if everything is perfectly, you know, level. And I'm not really sure if that works like with a human body because this camera is on my body. But that's something, if any of you are actually out here doing this, have you ever put a level on your GoPro? Or is that just me thinking out loud? It's really bright out here. Well, that's cool. We definitely got to go over there. Wow. Sorry I didn't bring my own sled. I think I'm going to traipse through the snow and through the seagrass. I'm sorry, seagrass. So you guys can check out fun in the sun. Yeah. And as of yet, any of the products that I'm actually talking about, they have not been given to me. No one has given me anything. But I wanted to tell you that I'm wearing a pair of black totes. Just see if we can bend down and see them. And I can absolutely tell you that they keep my feet warm. I think they look cute. They got a little fur on them. And overall, as far as walking in them, I might add a little padding if I'm really going to be walking for like 5 miles. I might do a little padding in them. The natural padding that came with them after using them for a while, it like ripped up. So I took that out. And I might add a little padding. But what I'm saying is that as far as being outside in the snow, they have been amazing. And I'm going to put a link in the comments below about totes. T-O-T-E-S. And anyone who might be international who's watching, I hope that you will find a brand that you like in your country. I don't know if totes